And happening right now, a memorial service is underway for former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. Her husband, former President Jimmy Carter, among those in attendance this afternoon.
And it's another quiet day with plenty of sunshine, but we're explaining what the air stagnation advisory means for the Spokane area.
And a holiday favorite returns to downtown Spokane today. We have a preview of this year's Christmas tree elegance. Hi everyone, welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. It is so good to see you. I'm Laura Papetti. And happening right now, a memorial service is wrapping up for former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. The private service is being held at a church in Atlanta, and those in attendance include Carter's family, including her husband, former President Jimmy Carter. The two were married for more than 77 years. The former president is in hospice care, but the family said he wouldn't miss this service for the world. All the former First Ladies are also there, seated in the first row, along with President Joe Biden and former President Bill Clinton. The Carter's son, Chip, spoke about how much his mom meant to the family.
My mother was the glue that held our family together through the ups and downs and thicks and thins of our family's politics. A couple of years ago, Mom and I were talking.
But his daughter read a love letter he wrote to Rosalynn 75 years ago. It reads in part, quote, "My darling, every time I have ever been away from you, I have been thrilled when I return to discover just how wonderful you are." If you would like to see more of the memorial service, we have more video posted on our website. You can visit it there on krem.com. All right. Just 2 minutes past noon right now, and we're going to take a look at the weather. It's another fairly cool day here in the inland Northwest. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is standing by with a look at what we can expect.
Yeah, Laura, pleased to report that at least all the frost on the cars have at least melted. We've gotten above the freezing mark so far today, and there was a lot of frost out there for this morning. That is not going to change for most of this week, nor is the physical air mass that is in place, and hence we are under what's called an air stagnation advisory. This is not quite an air quality alert, but could represent minor drops in air quality because any pollutants that are released into the atmosphere are just going to linger and accumulate over time. And that could be as anything as simple as just car exhaust or wood burning stoves or fires and whatnot can add extra pollutants into the atmosphere that is quite literally trapped in place. I mean, we are surrounded by mountains on all sides, so all that air just kind of is collected over the Columbia Basin. So if we get some hazy skies or in the worst case some smog, I wouldn't be surprised between now and Thursday. So that's what the air stagnation advisory means. But in the meantime, it is nothing but blue skies over my head from our outdoor weather center on what is a cool, but at least above the freezing mark kind of day, with our temperatures expected in the mid to upper 30s. Clear skies at night, it will once again be just as cold, but big changes coming this weekend with our first snow chance in quite some time. I'd have to kind of recollect when the last time we got snow was. I think it's been more than a month, but it does look pretty likely by this Friday and Saturday that we'll be picking up a fair bit of snow across the inland Northwest. So we'll have the latest details on perhaps how much we're already anticipating by the end of this week, and those details are coming up in a few minutes.
Happening today, a town hall meeting is being held for the Oregon Road fire that tore through the Elk community just a few months ago. The county assessor, along with Representative Leonard Christian, will be discussing the response, recovery, and any upcoming legislation. That meeting begins at 6 p.m. It's at the Country Church of the Open Bible in Elk. And the Spokane City Council voted unanimously to adopt a $1.2 billion budget for the 2024 fiscal year. This is the budget Mayor Nadine Woodward delivered at the beginning of the month. At the time, she said Spokane continues to wrestle with financial uncertainty related to inflation, labor contract increases, and homelessness. Now to a story we have been following at KREM 2 for years. Continuing concerns about the North Idaho College Board of Trustees. The school's accreditor says the board made, quote, little to no progress on the recommendation that it needs to address in order to avoid losing accreditation. The 19-page report showing trustees are still actively hoping to terminate the contract for current NIC president Nick Swain. That is despite a failed attempt to fire Swain last year and a judge's previous order to reinstate him. So since December 2022, NIC has had both a permanent president and an interim president under contract and is paying full salaries and benefits for both. The report also said trustees repeatedly overstepped their own boundaries and have failed to adequately address 13 votes of no confidence from faculty, staff, and students. The college could lose accreditation if certain things are not corrected by next year. All right, 12:05 right now, and it is a sure sign of the holiday season. Christmas tree elegance begins today. More than a dozen trees are lighting up the Davenport and River Park Square. Nicole Hernandez gives us our first look at all those trees.
Yeah, so we're at the historic Davenport right now, and we are taking a look at all of the different trees along the mezzanine. So I know earlier I said that I had a favorite tree for like what was under the tree, but I think this one might be my favorite for decorations because they've got these giant beautiful glass snowflakes all around the tree, and it's rotating, which is just for display, but still so cool. This one has so much cool stuff under as well. It's all about relaxation. Very cool tree. A lot of work and effort went into this one, but a lot of work and effort went into all of them. So I have Lauralee here, who is just the master of the tree. So Lauralee, how much work and preparation goes into making this happen every year?
Oh, we are working on 2024 already.
Wow.
So we're pretty excited about the event, and because it's all volunteer, people have to find time in their regular life to take on this project as well. So by March, we expect our teams to have their theme identified, and then we spend the rest of the year affirming colors and coordinating events, and people make a pretty substantial commitment. And then, of course, we go live right after Thanksgiving. So folks have to change their Thanksgiving plans to stage the trees to make them ready. So it's a wonderful event.
Okay, so real quick, I know that 2022 was an almost record year for you guys. What is the goal for this year?
Well, we've printed a whole bunch of tickets.
Sell as many as possible.
That's exactly right, because it really is all about raising money for the symphony. And so last year we were able to do in excess of $420,000. So we're always looking for a little bit better every year.
That's awesome. Okay, so if you want to participate, a couple of quick details for you. It's Christmas Tree Elegance, again, starting today, November 28th, going through December 10th. Raffle tickets, just $1. Once you get them, they go right in the big clear boxes next to the trees, both here at the historic Davenport. The hours here are going to be 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and also a bunch of trees over at River Park Square from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. is when you can buy raffle tickets there. And the best, not the best, but the most valued tree is $4,999. So plenty of stuff to put your name in the hat for. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.